Our readings indicate that Advent just powered up some kind of psionic transmitter in this area. And if they're assuming no one knows about it yet, it shouldn't be that well guarded. If we can take it down quickly, Advent's operations across this entire region will be in disarray.
Hello and welcome back to more Law of the Chosen Mod Jam. There can only be one per class soldier, that is. Anyway, you just said that.
Tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
Got a drone, and we got the first power node.
Understood. Moving out.
And apparently we've got a civilian around the corner.
Contact.
Oh, and another drone. And 2 troopers. Alright, cool. Perfect first engagement here. Couldn't be any better. Are you coming around so my shinobi also gets revealed? Not yet, not yet. Okay. Well, this is awkward. Okay. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Ruiner of good times. I don't think you can actually get that grenade on that drone.
On the move.
This is all not ideal here. At least we've got full cover, I guess. Like, you could grenade this. Maybe that's better than taking a shot. Yeah, no, that's probably better.
Fine.
Wonderful. Okay, so that part at least, this expedition at least promises success, or something like that.
Tempo.
Let's get you over there.
Moving to position.
That's my turn. Alright. At least we have full cover, and it's just a basic trooper. He's overwatching. I don't think the sentry is gonna hit anything from back there. But 2 people overwatching now is not so great. And that's my shinobi revealed, yeah. He didn't get close enough for the stun gun. So at least we've got that going for us, which is nice.
Positive.
Oh, you're like the only one who doesn't have an AP? Flashbang that guy. What do we do about the guy in the back?
Yeah.
See if we can take care of the drone.
My turn. I've completed another flawless turn.
On your order.
I'm not sure how I get close to the sentry just yet. So I'm thinking you're just gonna shoot the thing here.
Well
Well done.
That's
As
in
we had hoped,
time.
the network separation has been temporarily delayed.
Then I think we get an evac down.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
I think I'll just grenade this guy here instead of flash banging him.
Werfe Granate!
We kill him. That's fine. Didn't even have any loot that we might have destroyed.
I'm all over it.
Go over there. You're just gonna hunker down here.
Staying put.
And we'll see what the sentry does. He might just either take another shot. No, he's pulling back to his buddies. Okay. Well, not the best opening for the mission, but that's 3 enemies dead.
Let's go.
And you know what? In these missions it's also awkward. You know, you're in concealment, but you need to shoot the things, the power nodes.
Heading out.
And this way we're out of concealment and can shoot any power node we see. Try to stop me.
Schon unterwegs.
I'm going.
Roger. Tracking.
You see that thing? No. I don't want to activate anything here.
Klar. You in a hurry, inmate?
Yeah, I want you on Overwatch and you can
I'll change the future.
kill that. This gives us a very generous timer now on the mission.
Bin unterwegs.
So many screaming civilians everywhere.
I'm on it. Advent forces sighted.
Alright, there's a group. Is that our I think that's our sentry friend, yeah. Ooh, there's a gas tank near the drone, and these two guys are basically asking to be AP grenaded.
Heads down.
Alright, who wants some free XP? Get in range to get some free XP, that's the question.
Get ready.
You have a flank shot on that trooper though. We can't grenade him. Then someone else needs to grenade the sentry.
I'll take care of them. Thanks.
Game over.
Right, let's that take care of.
No problem, boss.
I think then we just shoot the thing that might destroy loot if there is any loot in the drone, but destroyed loot. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Sacrifice I was willing to make.
Got it covered.
Yeah, we got more IP grenades. Where those came from, just throw them.
Have some. That's what we're looking for. Getting it done.
Well, as the first ability is kind of nutty. I mean, you still gotta get those kills, right? But if you can get them, that's some really good mobility
Here we go.
for the early game.
This
And
is mine.
there's the rest.
Bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with.
I'm not
They're
trooper.
disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
I feel like I've heard that line before, Bradford. Can't quite put my finger on it. But I think I've heard that before.
Moving to position.
So these are definitely the last two enemies on the map. So I think Ellie is just gonna dash through and get ready to do the objective.
Das Ziel ist hier.
Probably gonna fall back with you.
Affirmative.
Let's see if we can flashbang them. At least the armored trooper, assault trooper, whatever it is.
Surprise!
Let's reload you. You can take care of this. Okay, with this guy flashbanged, I don't think we need to overwatch for somebody to come up here. So let's just move you up.
Here I go.
Move
It's
back.
my turn.
And then you can go up too. And we should be just able to ambush them from the high ground. Following that.
Mir geht es gut.
The other guy didn't do anything. It's just standing there. He's like, no, if you flashbang me, then I'm not gonna play.
Heading out.
Interesting, my friend. Interesting.
Grenade! We're not picking up any more of those relays. That's all the time we're going to get, Commander.
All the time we need it, Bradford. All the time we need it.
I find something here. Did you see that one?
If you can get the kill here,
Position
because
confirmed.
if you are my commando and my potential future officer, I want to level you up. Oh, should have just AP grenaded, but that works too.
Solid copy.
Grab the loot,
Rück aus.
get in position for this, and I guess we evac here.
Let's go. I'm putting my pride on the line.
Multiple hostiles advancing.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Reinforcements already coming in. Alright, so maybe we don't evac with the guys. Like normally, there used to be a time, especially in Long War 2, and I think in the early versions of Long War of the Chosen, Bradford, please, trying to commentate.
There now.
I used to always, wait for everyone and evac with the full squad. We go in together, we go out together.
It's crazy out there.
Kind of thinking. But now with the willpower mechanic, or ever since that was introduced,
Roger that.
every turn you evac early could be a point of willpower you save.
Got it
And that
covered.
would mean another mission you can do with that soldier.
It's no use struggling.
So that's why I started to evac people as soon as I get them. What is with this pigeon? But if we have reinforcements coming in, let's make sure everybody
Let the
gets out
epic
safely.
battle begin.
Sights must be off.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Shut up.
Seems doable.
On it. I'm on it.
Bin unterwegs.
I'll annihilate all your monsters!
Get the other guy? Anyone? Oh, that's it. I think I saw something. Come on, let's just get it up there. It's completely unnecessary because we already got the maximum amount of kill XP we can get from this mission, but you know, sometimes it's about sending a message. And that message is, well, tell your buddies what happened here.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Not a perfect mission, but you know what? It says flawless right here, so obviously there were no flaws. Especially not in whatever those guys are doing here. Did I not take a picture on gate pressure? I think I forgot doing that.
20 years of peace and prosperity will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom, and we shall...
I'm certainly impressed, Commander. Another heroic effort in the field.
Right, let's see. Yes, average combat intelligence. Right, the commando. We want the commando skills, grenade skills, so combat drugs, so grenades, smoke grenades now give 20 aim and will to targets in the smoke. Now, important thing to note about combat drugs, the aim and willpower bonus is applied when the smoke grenade lands. So moving somebody into the smoke will give them the smoke cover, and with dense smoke the increased smoke cover, but not the combat drugs effect. In the same vein, if someone gets the smoke grenade and moves out, they retain the aim bonus. So you can kind of group up, give everybody aim, and then go on your merry ways. Alright, we successfully utilized your sort of shotgun exactly 0 times in that mission. Fantastic. That makes me really confident in committing to that way and going for pump action here. And Blade Shinobi does blade skills, right? Very crummy loot. That was kind of disappointing. Right, but we got some intel out of this, and we should get a scanning site once we get to the world map. But first, we've got some promotions to do. Alright, Osama here is gonna be a hitman, a technician, or a survivalist. Survivalist is kind of a sniper-ish class. Technician is a gremlin class, which, you know, I said I wanted to have some gremlin classes. And hitman is stealthy class, which I also said, you know, getting phantom classes is kind of tricky, but I think in this case, and hack skill of 3, 67 aim, like that does not scream survivalist to me. Then again, the technician has a sniper rifle as their primary weapon, gremlin sniper rifle combo. So I might also not be the best shooter. I wonder if we could turn you into an officer hitman. Well, the low-ish mobility is also not great for hitman. Let's go for tech, because we don't have... I think we don't have anyone with gremlin abilities yet. Right? So I do have this list up here with all the classes, but as you can see, it barely goes from A to H. It's not quite enough room here, and we can't scroll to the left. So no, it doesn't show anything. Okay, now we got the Watchdog as a hacky class. Saboteur can hack, but not from range. Now let's go for the Technician. Right. So, I think this is also our first bullet art class, maybe. So, in the class pack from Captain Petrock, there are a bunch of classes that use so-called bullet arts. Which is they have a special attack on a, I want to say 4-turn cooldown with either a secondary effect or an elemental effect or whatever. So in this case, it's a frost damage attack, does additional damage as cold damage, and also freezes enemies or rather slows them down. And then he has some other abilities that can bounce off of that, like attacks against shield enemies, pierce their armor. The more chilled the damage is, the more damage your cold attacks do, etc. So he kind of has a little bit of a combo where he has like a combat protocol, frost protocol, and then he can shoot the frozen target with frost bullets. What I don't like about this so far, even though I barely played with this spec this way, is of course these bullet attacks have like a 4-turn cooldown. So I kind of struggle a little bit getting real value out of it. So we'll have to see. So we do have some hacking skills here. Frost protocol, scanning, Trojan, puppeteer. Some sniper abilities here with snapshot, lead the target. Stealth protocol versus Trojan is a mean thing to put against each other. Well, I have to see. I'm not 100% sure which way I want to go. There is definitely some really good like support abilities here with Aid Protocol and Blinding Protocol. Especially Blinding Protocol is super strong. So turning you more into an Gremlin officer. Because Frost Protocol, as opposed to normal Combat Protocol, is, if I remember correctly, not turn ending. So you can basically do some damage and then still follow up with officer action. And then, of course, with Quick Aid, you can do that anyway. Like, you can do any sort of, well, support Gremlin abilities. Which, you know, I'm not sure which ones that might be at that point. Maybe Stealth Protocol. Okay, we'll have to see. I'll have to play that by ear and look at the promotion tree when I actually get the promotions. Let's go to Ellie here. Okay, we've got slightly higher mobility, slightly lower aim. So 65 is the average aim of a starting soldier, 15 is average mobility, 4 is average health. So, you know, alright, we've got Destroyer, Rocket Launcher, and Flamethrower. Let's burn the enemies, then finish them off with Sniper Rifle. Okay, Electrician is a fantastic class. I really enjoy playing that. Arc Thrower, Heavy Cannon, and Roboticist. Shotgun, and I guess Gremlin then, hacking mechanical enemies. So Electrician is definitely very much offensive class, so I'm not sure 63, it's just 2 aim below average, but I kind of wish I had some higher aim there. I haven't had a destroyer or a roboticist yet. Kinda leaning to the roboticist because shotgun with slightly higher mobility, slightly lower aim is always a good equalizer, and we don't really have that many shotgun classes yet. Starting off with slugshot. Alright, okay. Now, you know, there's a lot of people always who like to make fun of slugshot. It's not a bad ability, it's just in base Long War of the Chosen and Long War 2, it's on the assault and it's up against lightning reflexes, and just lightning reflexes is so much better that, you know, people laugh at slugshot. But it's actually not, on its own, it's not terrible. And if you get it free and squaddy rank, then I think it's actually really good. Same thing with combat protocol. Like on the default specialist, it suffers from being against much better abilities, but having it for free at squaddy is fantastic, actually. Hack, haywire, okay, no, that's good enough as baseline. Failsafe, caustic protocol, dump acid on enemies, that sounds mean. Fracture with a shotgun, phantom. Okay, so this is definitely some officer stuff with Phantom and Stealth Protocol. Trojan, Full Override, Puppeteer. What do we have down here though? Packmaster. Stronghold Protocol. Then I guess 20 aim and armor shred against mechanical enemies with your shotgun. This be really strong against drones then at the start of the game. Then again, combat protocol owns drones. Target focus, trench gun. Well, this is really like fracture and target focus. That's 30 aim against mechanical. And then you get heat arsenal. 30% more damage against mechanical. Shotgun finesse, running gun. After always, I've got chaining jolt. I have to comment sometimes modders who create classes where I'm sitting there and I'm like, you bastards. This is like, if I'm going for shotgun build, I kind of want to have heat, right? But airdrop is really good. Stealth protocol is really good. If you're in a squad where you can utilize re-stealthing, like anything with Shadow Strike. Interesting class. For protocol, you can actually only equip shotguns, so no SMGs for you. Alright, Natalie. Average aim, higher than average mobility, low health. Good willpower. Negative dodge. Oof. Alright. Oh boy. So, roboticist, we just got one, so can't take another one. Scrapper and Juggernaut. Now, Scrapper is, you know, with some classes you might have a love-hate relationship. With Scrapper, I have a hate relationship. I just find them completely worthless, and I could never really get them to work. Some people really hyped them up to the point where there was recently a patch where Scrappers were even nerfed, which I found kind of, you know, weird. Since I already thought they were kind of weak. Kind of one-trick pony kind of class. So they can run up to an enemy and stun them. Without any cooldown. They used to be. Oh, now that ability has a free turn cooldown, can only be used against unarmored targets. So, yeah. Anyway, Juggernaut sounds great. Juggernaut, cannon and rocket launcher as secondary weapon, and starting off with takedown. Or rather, hang on. No, so you'd have a gauntlet as second weapon, but you can also equip a rocket launcher instead. So but you are stuck with a heavy weapon. So there is a fantastic flamethrower build here. Getting Incinerator at Corporal, which is kind of nuts. But I never got to make it actually work. Because you don't have an SMG, so you don't have the higher mobility you normally have on a technical. And the smaller detection range to actually be able to set up a good flamethrower ambush. Then there's also a really good rocket launcher build here with fire in the hole, salvo, javelin, devastation, and some other skills. And there's also a fairly good shooty build here with shredder, setfire, double tap. Burial shot is an ability I really got to value more and more the more I played with it. And you have an interesting... I'm not sure why boosted course is here, but you have an interesting setup here. I mean, Butcher Saturation Fire is kind of... can be kind of nutty. I'm kind of very curious about Fire and Steel, which is an ability I probably never, so far, ever picked up on a technical, being here on the XCOM row, meaning your flamethrower does more damage. Maybe we try the elusive flamethrower Juggernaut? I'll have to see. Like, the negative dodge is a little bit concerning. Alright, 48 hours until our Reaper is back in the action. But for now, what is this? Oh, that's actually a really good scanning site. That's going to be a good pickup. But we want to find the second set of missions first. And that means we want to run this mission, and we'll do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.